models will be joining us in just a few minutes for this first-of-the-kind show in Maine.
We are so excited that Dana Palilo has come up with this great concept for a show here today. The first of its kind, as Renee had mentioned. It's kind of based off of Project Runway.
I know, and that's very cool. The unconventional challenge where they'll take you to like a hardware store or the candy store and you have to make fashion. Well, that's what this is. You have to make fashion out of, in this particular case, items that you find in the fishing industry. So this should be very, very interesting today.
I don't know about you, Renee, but I am super excited to see what some of our designers have come up with. I know we've got some great representation from local merchants who have put together some fantastic outfits, along with some new, fun, exciting designs.
8 original designs, I understand.
Yes, 8 original designs here today that we're going to see. We can't wait. The models will be showing up in about 15 or 20 minutes. You'll see them coming from the water, so you can direct your attention at some point out there.
And every place is going to be a good place to sit, because as you look around the venue, you'll see a blue tape that weaves its way down and around and through. So the blue tape is about the only place we need to keep clear today, because that's where the models are going to be walking, and you'll see a few boxes here and there, and that's where they'll stop, and you'll get a chance to take a really, really good look.
Lots of photos, too.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, we want to make sure you take lots of photos to be able to remember this fun, fantastic afternoon. Those boxes are meant for them to pose and give you an opportunity to check out all of the fun details to all of their creations.
And once all the models have walked our runway today, they will still be around. They'll return, and the audience can take a closer look, have conversations with the models, and learn more about our fun fashions.
We are going to start the show off here as our Harbor Fest ambassador, Miss Olivia Pilillo, is wearing the first original design ever made to promote the Harbor Fest Fishin' for Fashion show. Come on, Olivia, let's start this show.
That is beautiful. Yeah. This beautiful dress is made out of vintage sails stabilizer, signal flags, grommets, fuel hose, and hog rings. I like saying hog rings.
I can only imagine the amount of time that was spent making that fine creation.
It's beautiful.
Make sure you get a good look at that close inside as well. And don't forget to give a nice hand for all of these models as they make their way through the restaurant.
And you'll be able to see these original creations again afterwards, so you can go to your favorites.
All right, it looks like we have our next participant here, and here come those four-legged friends Renee mentioned.
This is from Two Salty Dogs, Max and Augie, representing the best pet store in Maine, awarded by Johnny's Dog. Oh, my heart's gonna melt. Check out the store downtown or go to TwoSaltyDogs.net for all of your food, gear, treats, and pet needs. Now, Augie is wearing a weather-repellent coat, giving in Portland by Doggy Station Drive, accessorized with a very fashionable eyewear from Doggles.
Max is a great swimmer, but just in case, this comfortable life jacket ensures he'll stay afloat. Lightweight, ultra-buoyant, non-PVC foam by K9 Friendly. Both Max and Augie are sporting leashes by Custom Cordage in Waldoboro, Maine, using reclaimed fishing rope and available in authentic weathered colors.
That is so awesome. Shadow dogs would love that.
All right, next up is House of Logan. We have House of Logan, your clothing store for contemporary classics for men and women. From Lil Pulitzer to Tommy Bahama, you can find the perfect look at houseoflogan.com.
The Hamlets, Andy, Dad, Mom, Megan, and son Chris, all wearing pieces from the St. James collection, made in France, and all inspired by the sea, classic, nautical, and always in style, from the House of Logan. Absolutely.
I'd like to take a quick second to just shout out the House of Logan as well. I'm wearing a lovely bow tie as well as some shorts I picked up there this week myself. So thank you, House of Logan, for my outfit today.
Your bow tie is fabulous, by the way.
Thank you, Renee.
We have another original design on the way. This is from Team BPMC.
Here we have Sandy Berry's Designs, a design extraordinaire for two of the outfits created for Buffet Provisions and Concierge, a wonderful local business wing in town. Sandy is finishing an art degree in entrepreneurship major at the University of Southern Maine. With assistance from textile embroidery master Cindy Berry, she has created these two fine outfits that are being sported by Catherine Tracy and Joel Fernald.
That is so cool. Now, Buffet Harbor Provisions and Concierge, their website is bpcmaine.com, and recycled canvas, mahogany, mesh liner, highliner mesh flag, and rope.
That is all on Catherine's dress. Beautiful. Now make sure you guys make your way down to the next stop so that everyone inside can see you as well. Speaking of the other outfit Joel is wearing, he has a costume that's been made with recycled sail, canvas, nylon, and polyester twine, grommets, rope, and nautical charts.
How cool is that?
Not to be personal or anything, but I think Sandy has done a great job for the BPC team. Thank you, Sandy.
And our models, if you're seeing the blue line or you're walking the blue line along, and giving you a chance to take a close-up look at these very unique fashions.
Just for those people who are inside as well, so that you're now getting a first look at the BPC team's outfits. Catherine's outfit is made out of recycled canvas, sails, mahogany bungs, highliner mesh flag, and rope.
And Joel, he is wearing recycled sail, canvas, nylon and polyester twine, grommet, rope, and nautical charts.
All right, moving on to our next participants here, we have the Village Store.
Now, the Village Store and Children's Shop specializes in home furnishings, teen treasures, and has a rockin' kids boutique.
Mother and daughter, Sarah and Sadie, team up for the Village Store and Children's Shop in casual outfits by British designer Tom Jules. Sarah carries a purse from Maine Bait Bags, made of marine materials in Rockland, Maine. Check out their fantastic outfits.
That is so cool. Check out the bags.
They'll be making their way inside now for the next stop, so the rest of you inside can also check out these great outfits they're wearing today.
The beautiful clothing from the Village Store. And those bags from Maine Bait Bags, made of marine materials, right in Rockland.
And they are extremely popular. I've been seeing them all around town. They're taking over this town by store. We love them, so they look great sporting them here today. So next up we have Buffet Harbor Framers.
It's more than just a frame shop, featuring local art, antiques, unusual jewelry, and more. It's BuffetHarborFramers.com. And Chelsea is wearing jewelry by Got All Your Marbles and a bag from Running Dog Studios.
Caitlin is wearing jewelry from Maggie's Gems with a bag from Running Dog Studio as well.
Hold on.
Next up, we have Team Jansen's. The full Buffet Harbor design experience. Betty has owned Jansen's clothing for 9 years and is currently in the University of Maine Farmington. And you can check out their website at jansensclothing.net.
That is fabulous. Now, this beautiful creation that Helen is wearing is bait bags, twine, and lobster
outfit. She looks great in there. Next up we have Slicks. Fashions you can't find anywhere else. Twin sisters, sitting right here in front of us, Andrea and Adele, have owned and operated Slicks for 26 years. Bargain basement open on Saturdays. slicksboutique@gmail.com is a great way to get in touch with them.
Now, Carol is wearing an orange jacket over a black tank and a full-length skirt. Now, Heather, who is Carol's daughter, is wearing a knee-length boiled-wool coat and straight-leg black pants. She's carrying a red leather bucket bag with heavy chrome hardware. And then there's Cagney, who's Heather's daughter, and she's wearing a faux leather jacket and pants. Her boots are waterproof, and she has a black leather backpack with a hand-embroidered silk scarf.
So far, all these outfits are looking smashing. I hope everyone is enjoying all of this so far. Next up, we have Kelly's Sewing Studio.
Now, Kelly Burnham is an amazing seamstress with an affinity for corsets. You can see her talents at her Etsy shop, Wicked Graceful, and online at kellysews.com. It's Kelly with an I. And Elaine's wearing a dress using vintage sale material, green quill tape, and hemp rope. That is beautiful. Check out the detail around the waist. Also, check out the choker using hand-stitched sail.
I will say Elaine is doing a fantastic job modeling this dress. She even played it up for the judges over there, so I hope they don't let that influence them too much in all of this. Make sure you folks inside also take a look at that detail on the dress. That beautiful post, I'm sure, took lots of time stitching into it.
Thank you again to our event sponsors today, Town Square Media, as well as Central Distributors. The Brock Tie-In, thank you for being our host today. The Spruce Point Inn, Marketing Sense for You, and NPC Outreach. Thank you again.
Next up, we have Casual Interiors. Home furnishings, interior design, and a gift shop featuring vintage treasures with a focus on made items. Casual-interiors.com.
Rihanna is wearing Cotton Capri PJs by Nita Lane with a throw by Brahms Mount.
I love the colors that she's wearing. That spring green reminds us that summer is still here. We are going to enjoy the last of the season, no matter what we have to do. Next up, I cannot wait to take a look at this outfit, you guys. Everyone inside is going to be so excited when they see this. It is Team Calypso. I have been hearing about this all week, everyone, so you should all be excited too.
Team Calypso, Bay Harbor Framers. Now, this creative design team of Susan Beck, Bay Harbor Framers, Linda Bragg from Calypso, Carrie Langwood, master stitcher and creator of Good Sustenance, and Andy Dickinson, master stitcher of American Publishers.
We have our model, Doreen Martel, who is ready for her very special day in a dress created with.
It is made of silk cloth, rope, and a fascinator rope, decorated with shells and a bake bag rope. That was very impressive.
Very, very impressive. That is the creative side that we were hoping to see in all of these designs, and so far I don't think any of us have been disappointed.
Gretchen's Closet is joining us next. Visit this unique shop with a special line of jewelry, sandals, scarves, and clothing from designers like Sloan Ranger, All for Color, Oka Bee, and more. And you'll find more information about them at facebook.com/Gretchen's Closet.
Lincoln Hamwood is wearing a sundress by Thick Love, sandals by Oka Bee, jewelry by New England Nauticals, snazzy beads, and periwinkles.
And Summer is wearing a dress by Elaine Parker, tote by Sloan Ranger, headband by Sweaty Band, scarf by Joy Susan, and the jewelry is from Top It Off and Periwinkle.
Next up we have The Loft, a distinctive women's clothing store with everything from jackets to capris. GimbalsDepartmentStores.com.
Angelique is wearing shorts by Silver, Fur, Pin and Lobster Sweater from Ecuador, Jewelry by Top It Off and a bag by Sloan Ranger. And Kate is wearing a sweater by Metric. The shorts are by The Limited. The belt by Fishin Designs. Jewelry by Snazzy Beads. And golf bag by All Four Colors.
Next up, we have Carousel Music Theater and Paulette Carter. Miss Sierra Murray, daughter of Lisa and Andy McDougall, is modeling Go-Go Fishing designs by Paulette Carter. Costumer for the Carousel Music Theater.
That is adorable. This dress is constructed of sailcloth. Riding sail has been used in the past to keep a lobster boat headed into the wind and to lessen the roll of the narrow hulled boat. The cutout detail on the dress is filled with orange mesh from a lobster bait bag. A lobsterman fills the bait bag with fish to draw the lobsters into the trap. The belt and bracelet are constructed from black lobster spindle washers used to keep the buoys on the spindle and red heading twine. The necklace medallion is a spindle washer, as well as the green cord it's hanging from are the string used to close the bait bags and to tie the trap.
The beach bag is also constructed of sailcloth with a mesh bottom made from lobster trap mesh and held together by hog rings, which are used to install spacers into lobster traps. The handle is a piece of colorful popcorn, the rope that attaches the lobster buoy to the traps and held closed by a drawstring made of red heading twine. Well, so next up we have Jansen's Clothing. Incredible brands for men, women, and kids, such as Sperry, Woolrich, Helly Hansen, Ray-Ban, and more. Don't forget, they're open 7 days a week, all year long. JansensClothing.net.
Now, Gloria is wearing a shirt by Lisa, leggings and a sweater by Bill of Norway, and Helly Hansen jacket. Faith is wearing a dress by Aventura, the leggings by Lily, and the jacket by Gil with a hat and boots by Helly Hansen. And Leslie is wearing a shirt and scarf by Ventura with a jacket and pants by Columbia.
The Leppin family looks fantastic all together. Let's give them a big round of applause inside too, please. Next up we have Jordan Weymouth Richards Designs. Woo, look at this one coming, folks. Forever inspired by her home state of Maine, this now Brooklyn-based designer focuses on custom-made bridal wear in the form of gowns and accessories. A Parsons graduate and full-time associate designer of Ralph Lauren is in the house, folks. Richards has also shown at Maine's Fashion Night Out and the Blue Graph Project Runway Show, and loves any opportunity to contribute back to her Maine State community. For bridal design, custom piece inquiries, you can email her at jordan@jrichstyle.com.
Now, Nina's outfit uses the following materials: rope, fishing net, cord fishing net floats, and Maine-issued life vest from the 1960s.
That is one cool outfit.
That was super cool. That is exactly what all this is about, making it work with these unique products.
All right, folks, our finale here, the last but not least, we always like to have a good one at the end. We have Calypso Clothing. Calypso is celebrating 19 years of dressing ladies in style and comfort. Located at 60 Commercial Street in the Harbor. You can check them out on facebook.com/calypso-clothes.
Now, Jamie is wearing a fun ensemble by Habitat. Habitat is a small design company out of Massachusetts. And it was looking fabulous in Edgeworth design. Charlotte is showing off her stunning scarves, woven in a small village in Cambodia and also in Laos. You can meet her and learn more about the century-old weaving traditions from these villages at Calypso, Saturday, September 13th, from 2 until 5 o'clock.
Well, folks, that concludes our runway portion of the show. I see our judges meeting over there already talking about these fantastic designs. I think we should all give a round of applause to all of our participants today. Whether they were designers or nurses who created stuff, we are all in awe of everything they have created and put together for us.
And don't forget, we need your help as well, because now that the show is over, the original designs that we were seeing are being displayed on top of custom-built lobster traps that are inside, and the audience will vote for their favorites. So we definitely need your help on this. People's Choice and the Judges' Winners will be announced at 6 o'clock at the closing party. And it's going to be quite a party. There's going to be music and food, and there's definitely glasses.
First of all, there were 65 businesses and organizations and individuals that made this festival happen over the last 10 days. And it has been amazing. The feedback has been phenomenal. And it is just so cool to see an entire community get together like this community has for the last 10 days. So kudos to every single 65 people. I wish I could tell you all individually thank you, but know that you were part of this, and it was a huge success. I do have to point out, especially a Harbor Fest shout out to a couple of people, a couple of ladies who are moms, their wives, they have huge jobs of their own, and they took the last 8 months to help put on 2 of the major events and run 2 of the major events this festival. One of them is Megan Hamlet, and she did the first ever half marathon in this town and 5K road race. They had over 200 registrants for the race. They raised over $4,000 for the Venues and Community Partnership, Trails Partnership, and just phenomenal feedback on that race. The other one is Dana Paley Lowe, and she did an amazing job with the fashion show if you were here today. It was just so incredible. The designers that she got that designed these beautiful dresses out of fishing materials. I mean, who would think it? So those 2 are just amazing. They've been working on this since last February. All volunteer for our community. So thank you, girls. The chili chowder, as we all know, was a new format this year, and all of the people who bought tickets went to all the different venues in town, and they loved it. I had so many people tell me how much they loved going to all the different restaurants, moving around town, listening to the music. The whole town had such a festive feel, and I really give so much credit to all of the contestants who were able to pull this off. So many restaurants had special tasting stations and really made it feel like it was awesome and something for the people who came to town. So thank you for that. So, I'm going to start with the winners of the display contest. So part of Harbor Fest was if you were a business participating and you were willing, you were to do a nautical display in town and outside your business. And so many businesses did it. And part of the contest that I don't like is having to pick one. And I am not the judge, mind you. Other people judge these, so, but everybody, there were so many great displays out there. But the winning one was Harbor Optical, and they actually did a Popeye out of buoys. They made a man out of buoys that was Popeye, and actually painted the Harbor Fest logo on it. So they're not here tonight, unfortunately, but great job for them. One of the other prizes was for the fun factor, and I asked people to vote on who they thought got into this festival the most. What business really just went above and beyond throughout the festival to make it fun. And that was the Rock Tide Inn and Restaurant. So you win the fun factor. Come on and get your award. during the closing party, so thank you for your support. And then next, we had two types of winners for the chili chowder contest. We had People's Choice and we had an official judge. So the next is the People's Choice. And for the chowder, and this is the second year People's Choice have chosen this restaurant, was the Whale's Tail Restaurant. Thank you, Jack. You did a phenomenal job over there. They set up a tent outside, 3 straight day party, music, food. It was phenomenal, so thank you, Jack. And come get your prize. And then the next one, People's Choice Chili Champs, and I'm very excited to announce this winner because she is new in town this year. She's not new in town. She's been around town quite a while, and lots of people love her and her food. But Stacy from Capers Deli. If you haven't been to Capers, you really need to go. Stacy does a phenomenal job with food. She was so funny when we got there on Saturday. It was supposed to be a tasting, and she was handing out bowls. I said, Stacy, you really need to give a little less. Thank you. That makes me so happy. And then, so last but not least, we had an official judge come. His name was Jim Bailey. He's called the Yankee Chef. He actually would be here today giving these out, but he can't because he is doing his TV. He has a new TV show on foodietv.com or whatever it is, and he's in New York City doing his new TV show. So he came here and he was so serious about this tasting. I can't even tell you. He wouldn't even talk to people the whole weekend. He was so serious about doing his tasting. And so he judged everybody, and one of the things I wanted to mention, he said that this was the friendliest town he had ever done a competition in. He said everybody treated him like he was so, like, he just couldn't believe it. And he had never been here. He's lived in Maine his whole life. He's a generations of Mainers, and he'd never been to Booth Bay Harbor, so he was so psyched to come here. And he said that there were so many great chilies and chowders, but in the end, what he chose for his the Chowder Champs was the Watershed Tavern. And he talks about, and you'll have to check out his blog. He has a blog on Yankee. Where are you, Jason? He talks about this one ingredient. Great job, Jason. Thank you. Yes. He talked about with the chowder recipe that one person put this one ingredient in that has been around for 100 years in chowders and nobody does it anymore, and it was the bay leaf. So these guys use that bay leaf. And then the chili champs, was Kaler's restaurant. Woo! I haven't seen Sam. Is he here? And with Kaler's, he talked about having just the amount of spice, but not too much spice, and it had to not fall off the spoon and all this other stuff. And Sam got it just right.
Thanks, Lori. Thank you very much. Great.
So I want to thank everybody for coming, being a part of this. It's been so great for our community, and thank you. So tell us what you think about being the Chili Chowder Champs at the Harbor Fest 2014.
Oh, I love it. Hello, my first year, I love it. Not gonna complain.
Did you have fun at Harbor Fest?
I had a ball. I had the best time, Lori. Thank you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Perfect for Booth Bay.
Thank you. What about you guys?
Well, just so many great people came in the restaurant, and just, you know, after they tried everything and they came back up and said, this is terrific. You guys did a great job, and we, moved so many people through there and had a great time doing it.
I honestly think having people go to restaurants, people had a ball. They were like, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock, I have to go. And they were like so excited to travel, and they saw more of Booth Bay than they normally would.
It was almost like speed dating.
Yes, right.
But with food instead, which is even better.
And they were
You can't
excited.
go wrong then.
They couldn't get enough of it. They thought it was. Oh my God! Their watches were going. They were like, "Oh, I have to go across the footbridge now." It was. I thought this was the best way to do it.
I know. I enjoyed it. I was really like, I didn't quite understand it at first. But then I was like, oh, this is fun because everybody's running around and everybody gets to see other restaurants and ones that they may or may not necessarily go into. All of a sudden, gain all this extra business and stuff.
And
like
I think as
It was
Shouts
just a
next
blast.
year we'll kick it out of the park because we'll get it more.
It was definitely
I'm a dishwasher. I don't know what you're talking about. Come see me in January and tell me what's happening then.
It was awesome.
It was fun, and it was
I'm
a
so
cool
glad.
way to do it.
Had a ball.
Very
It
cool.
was perfect.
It was definitely a non-traditional format, and I thought, well, this can either be really cool or really bad.
No,
and everybody stepped up.
That's how
and
we
it
all
was
feel
so
about
much
dishes
fun.
sometimes too.
There you go.
This is either gonna be really good or it's gonna suck. Like, all right.
The part I loved about it the most was that the people who were actually on the challenge started traveling together as a pack. So on Friday we were on the same schedule, and by Sunday we were all friends, and we didn't even know each other, and we were like, hey, kept seeing each other from place to place to place. So that was really fun. So you guys did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for everything
Thank
you
you
did.
for doing it.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Did a great job.
It was perfect.